Hey, welcome to Southern Slot Racing. My name is Chris. This is my channel. I'd like to show you what I got in the mail today. It's this little beauty right here. And we're going to be discussing this and more coming up. All right, hey, let's see what we got. Let's open this bad boy up. I've already undone the tape. Look at there. The DeFalco 505. Yeah, this is nice. In orange. This is pretty cool. If you look, you hold it just right, you can see DeFalco design right there. It comes pre-wired, 2-wire connection. It's got the little alligator clips. It's got your breadboard here with a potentiometer. You got another place for a brake. Trigger feels very smooth. We look over here and we can see that the wipe, how it goes. Spring tension. I'm excited to get this on the track. Let's see what else we've got. Comes pretty good package there. Here it is. DD505 Neo 2-wire HO controller. Features and maintenance. And it says, please keep and read these instructions for future reference. And it's very detailed. It goes over the controller polarity, the 2-wire hookup, the hookup process, how you want to do it, some hookup tips, how to splice a connector onto your wires, make a hookup panel, label your stock connector or hookup stud. That tells you how to adjust your sensitivity. On the back here, it gives you some troubleshooting steps, some new color handles that are available, and then some new handle covers that they've got and the prices. If you want to upgrade your trigger, and the DeFalco design address and contact information. Jim DeFalco, talked to him on the phone. Fabulous guy, dealt with him through email. Answers his phone. He's got his phone there. And his email, askjim@defalcoonline.com. The website, which I'll throw up here too, is defalcoonline.com. All right, so my plan for hooking up to my AFX track is I've got an AFX controller here. It came out of the Infinity set. It's a little bit short. It's got a little short sheeted there on the deal. The Super International, the wire's very long. So I'm just going to take one of these controllers and I'm going to cut it off about right here. I've picked up some spade connectors. I went to Ace Hardware and picked these up. And there's a male and a female side. Let's look at those. The guy at the hardware store is very nice. We opened these packages up before we bought them just to make sure they work. So take one female, one male. And the idea is to hook one of these up to the controller side, the orange plug side, and the other to the DeFalco controller side. And what'll happen is I'll be able to put these together. It's a very solid connection, so it should hold. And then they have the wires coming out of each side. And that way, if I want to use this controller again or want to change out this, all I've got to do is unplug these connectors and away we go. All right, for this job, I've got my crimping tool, and it's got a little cutter on the end and crimping. This is 16 gauge copper wire here, and I'm going to save these. These are soldered on, so if we take the boot, you can see it's soldered on right there, and I don't want to mess that up. I might reuse these alligator clips at another time if I wanted to hook these back up. And I'm going to cut this off about right here. Gives me a little pigtail, so if I want to do anything later, there we go. Controller out of the way. And this is just a little zip tie type thing. I'm going to take about a thumb's length down, and I'm going to cut these off. And all right, here we go, back. I got my wire strippers here, little handy dandy things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this connector, and there's a male and female side, and I reckon it doesn't matter which side is which. We're going to make the orange plug side, the male side. We'll make the DeFalco side, the female side. So we'll take our little connector, see about how much I need to cut off. Pops right off. And here we go. We'll take our connector, put it in there. Crimp it right on. Twist it up. Crimped it on. Check the connections, good and solid. Here we go. So I've got the other connector here. Crimp it on. You could use a butt connector on this too if you wanted to. I chose not to. I wanted to have the flexibility of moving these controllers around. So if I got a career go, I want to be able to do the same thing. I can take one of those controllers and then I can splice it out. And then here we go. In. Solid connector. Going back to my AFX track. Let's take it over to the track and see what we got. All right, here we go. We got the white AFX car here, and we're going to do some little speed tests. Now again, I'm using the hand controller, the 120 ohm. Let's just give it a pull, barely pull the trigger. It does a pretty good job. I'm going to slide it back. We might get a flyaway. I still don't have it all the way back. Yep, that was all the way back. And she's off the track. All right, here we go. Got the DeFalco 505. Very impressed. I'm on 0 for sensitivity. And let's just see what we get. I'm barely pull the trigger. Look how control. I barely got the trigger back. Look at the control I've got with barely pulling the trigger. It's just crazy. Oh, hit a spot. All right, let's see what we can do. We're going to adjust the knob as we go. I've got the trigger in the same position. I'm not moving the trigger. I'm just moving the knob. So you can adjust your driving style. This is great. All right, on 0, we'll stop there. I want to show you one other thing. Here's your your extraction. We're gonna put it on the DeFalco first. And I noticed I've been really impressed with this. I can actually drive this Auto World car now on the track and enjoy it. It comes off the track easy. That little fin, a little finicky. Let's do it with the 120 on. All right, pulling the trigger, nothing, it's not scientific. But look, barely got the trigger back, but it's got a problem in the track there, I think. Anyway. There she goes. And if I pull it all the way back, it's off the track immediately. All right, that's the review of the DeFalco 505. Notice I've got my connectors on there, and now I can take these connectors off. I can connect it to another connector. I can connect it, the other controller back to this if I wanted to. And I could connect another different manufacturer to this too if I wanted to do the same thing. That's what I liked about these connectors versus just a plain butt connector. But my overall impression, DeFalco 505, big win. Recommended to me by another channel, Mark over at Mark's Slot Car Garage. And I tell you, it's the best decision I've made. As a new person in the hobby, I would highly suggest your very first upgrade. Get your track, get everything situated. Next, when you can afford it, this is about $89 with some shipping and handling in the US. Depending on where you are, it's about a little over $95, somewhere in there. But $89 in some shipping, and you've got yourself a controller that's going to last a lifetime until you're ready to upgrade and you want to add brakes or something else. Then you can reach out to Jim DeFalco, and call him, email him. He's fantastic. He'll reach back out to you, work with you. And I just want to say thank you, Jim, for this product. Thank you, Mark, for recommending this. For all my other slot car family, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. I appreciate it. All the feedback's good. And we'll have more content coming.